The machines only ran for like 5 hours or so, but I'm gonna do a complete grease job again. Gotta keep them pins tight. Okay, I think I'm just gonna dig for a while. I'm gonna maybe try to strap you guys on my arm. We gotta get this hole probably triple the size. We got a lot of rock to put in there. So what I'm doing first here is I'm stripping all the topsoil off here and dumping it back to the right of me here. So after we get the rock in there, we can close it all up and put that topsoil back over the top and still have good fertile soil to raise a crop where this rock pile would have been. Now that I got most of my topsoil stripped, I'm gonna start digging and throwing the clay over there. That's about all there is to it. It's nothing fancy, but it is running big fun equipment, so I'm having a lot of fun. That right there is a deep hole. That's as far down as it'll go. I think I'm gonna quit digging in this hole. I think I probably got a big enough hole here. Dad is over here starting to fill it in. Yeah, I probably should not be standing this close to the edge. So here we just got done putting in a bunch of rock. Now Dad's slowly bringing clay over it. And once he gets far enough up, he'll just keep dumping it in. That's why we got such a big payload on our farm. Make quick work of stuff like this.
Just finished getting his Bobcat filled up with air. And since we barely got a run the last time we were out there, until we got rained out, we don't need diesel or grease in either of the machines. Well, we're coming along nicely. Me and JT just finished basically pushing up this whole hill onto one row there. We're finishing up a little bit here and then go over there to a steep hill that has a lot of rocks that I'm not looking forward to.
That's so oddly satisfying to me, listening to them rock fall down and like bounce on each other. It's just a satisfying sound. JT and Cameron made quick work of this here this morning. This is where a place we dug all of them out and it was just a giant mess. I had to rake through it with the excavator a little bit. And now they got us a nice big long windrow. We'll take the payloader and scoop it up. This looks good and clean though. Now we'll run the chisel plow across this, bring up this many more rock again and pick it again. We got Cameron in the big payloader now. Dad went in, he's still not feeling good from being sick yesterday, and he's taking a nap. So Cameron's in the payloader, JT's in the Bobcat helping him push the remainder of a pile. So like this is a smaller pile, he'll grab the other side and or hold the other side so he's able to scoop it. Ah, I love cleaning up land. It's so nice to see it. I don't like picking rock, but cleaning land's okay. So if I look at it with just the right perspective, it's not picking rock, right? It's just cleaning land. Oh my Lanta, that is a lot of rock. This giant rock pile in front of the excavator was all buried in this hill. I just kept taking it and raking it down. Now we got that big pile. I can't see over it anymore. I don't know what I'm doing. Rock every direction I turn. Dad's coming to investigate our work. Don't worry, Dad, I didn't break anything. Well, right here is where I was standing just a little bit ago, where there was a long windrow rock pile, and they made pretty quick work of it. Here's all that's left. Quite a bit of dirt in the remainder here, but oh well. Full scoops only, Cameron. Guys, I just can't believe how many rock can come off one hill. Like, I'm not even done yet. And I got all that off of that. I still gotta finish raking this side back into a windrow. And I'm sure there's still a lot more down under. No wonder why it hasn't been farmed yet. No one wants to pick all these darn rock. Neither do I. The big one is out of fuel and it's time for a grease. So I drove that one home. I'm gonna take the little one now and go through these areas that aren't so thick, where there's just one here and there. Like there's one. There's one, there's one. That works quicker and is way more efficient. It just gets a lot more done. Guys, look what's showing up today. I didn't think it'd get here that quickly. That trailer's pretty cool, where he doesn't have to rely on a farmer to, hey, can you come unload the head? Or hey, can you reload my head? You can just pull up and do it himself. Kind of excited to see how this thing works. I've seen them, but I've never actually watched them work.
Are you all smiles?
Yep, I got my new corn head. I find it kind of funny how all that weight can be on the back end of that trailer and not lift the back of that pickup off the ground. Them corn headers are not light. Our new used corn head. I think this thing will do. I don't know if I told you guys this before, but it is a new corn head. All the paint's still in there, but it was sold as used because last fall the farmer got it, but he got it too late. He had already finished harvest the time this arrived on his farm. And he, I'm sure, traded a mud deal, a multi-unit discount deal for a new header. So this one got traded in and is sold as used. So we got a big win here. You love it when you see stuff like this, especially when you're in the market for it. Oh, goodbye, old head. It was a good head, but it's just time for it to go. Well, I cannot wait to hook that new corn head up to a brand new combine and see how that performs in corn. That's gonna be exciting. Can't imagine it's gonna be much different than the other one, but still. He finally got her backed up. It took him a few tries. He got it though. He was perfectly center, I'll give him that. I gotta fuel up the big beast and I'm gonna go rake more rock. Well, I just got it all greased up here. And I got a pin for one of my teeth coming out. So I'm hoping, I don't think it's gonna work. I can just pound it back in and it stays. Because I don't wanna replace it. It went back in and it went back in tight. So hopefully it stays, but I'm gonna put the hammer in the toolbox if there is one, in case I see it starting to come back out on me. I found me a big one. The big excavator actually struggled a little bit to get this big behemoth out of there. We've had a lot bigger, but it's still, I mean, I ain't picking this sucker by hand. 6 feet across. I knew there was a nibbles in here. These little buggers, we cannot seem to keep them out of anything recently. But you know, at least we're catch and release around here and caught them. And I released them. See if we can get another one. I knew they were in here because there's some remnants of shop towel chewed up. What are you doing? That's in the corner. You're doing what I already did 3 days ago.
Where'd you do it?
It was 37%.
Where'd you do it?
I did it in the big field up north. That one's probably one of our wettest fields though. Pretty deep rooted cob though. Oh yeah, it's wet. We're not ready to harvest.
I mean, if we wanted to, we could probably go combine that hill up there.
Probably not this early in the morning.
Well, not this morning.
22. Yeah, some of them are getting down there. The one I picked was maybe our wettest one, like 4 days ago. That was 37, but we're making progress, I think. Well, guys, this morning I'm out here with the 8R and the old chisel plow. This is where we got done digging out and picking all those rock up. Now we run this old crappy 19 who the heck knows what chisel plow. Basically destroy it. Like I gotta go through it and rebuild it. I just am procrastinating because I don't want to. Like, broke spring there, double broke spring there, shank completely gone there. I got parts from another old one laying around I gotta take and throw on this and rebuild it and weld it together, but that's another day's project. It works. It's turning dirt-ish. So what I'm trying to do with this chisel plow is bring up any more surface rock that we missed, dig them out, roll them to the surface, and just rip through the dirt. I mean, get it loosened up. It's really hard and compact from all the years of being virgin soil and from all the driving on it from just recently picking rock. So that's kind of the goal here. It's just rip dirt. It's a process out here. It takes a lot of hours. I'm gonna drive in circles for a little while with this thing. When you're pulling this chisel plow, it's more of a, like when it's back there just getting destroyed by rock, it's more of a, just don't look back and it ain't broken type deal when you run this thing. You just only look forward in the direction you want to go and you just don't worry about that back there. Got a professional recorder around here. Oh, I feel like I am running around today with my head cut off and getting nothing done and nothing's coordinated, but that's just some days how it is on a farm. Right now, I'm switching buckets on the mini excavator from the claw to the bucket. I am going to go dig out fabric that we laid down for the garden. All the crops there are done and it needs to be tore out. I like working smarter, not harder. Well, here's what I come up with, a giant mess. Now let's take the payloader, scoop it up, and throw it in one of those rock holes we made. Well, this weekend, you're stuck with me, Cameron, Dad, JT, because Preston, your main man, he gone this weekend at, I think, marriage classes. So I believe today we're gonna work on this auger, this controller right here. It's working, we think. Oh, nope, wrong button. But the buttons here are starting to wear through. I'm not sure what else. I think plant some fruit trees for the garden. Besides that, you're stuck with me, obviously. Good looking one. Preston's obviously the charming one. What this is gonna be used for here in a little bit, I am spoiling the grain cart operators. We also got our corn kits for our combines, for 2 of our combines, not all 3, because we only run 2 in corn. We run 3 in soybeans, 2 in corn, if he hasn't told you. John Deere, you get these extended displays, and I mounted it on the left side here of the tractor, so it can be unloaded here and you just look like that. Don't have to turn to the right, spoiling my grain cart operators. This is gonna be nice. JT, I hope you like this.
After attempting to get this whole swing out auger installed, we discovered that we're all guys and we suck at reading instructions, so we're just kind of winging it.
Their instructions aren't the greatest though either.
So far, we think we have that mounted on backwards, and we're trying to take the old swing out off. That's locked up and doesn't move. We got the tires mounted, and they're at an angle, but they don't tell you which one goes where, so you just got to trial and error and figure that out.
And just like that, it's all on. Cords all ran. Control box is installed, and we got it attached to the tractor. Hello there, kitty. Look at that. 3 remotes plus a big remote. So one of these will go in each one of the semis, and then we'll put this one in the tractor if we ever need it. As the truck's backing under, you grab your remote, you swing it out. What do you think, Cameron?
I like it. Works a lot better. Cleanup time. Augered. Tractor's been filled with diesel, DEF, put away till we need it, hopefully not. And now I'm cleaning up all the scrap metal,